Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, and welcome to I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway. The morning coffee talk edition. Now, today's readings, they're some ones that can seem a bit confusing, especially the first one from Numbers, but I find it very interesting. The very end of it, where it's Moses, they're talking, there's the serpent and it's biting people and they're dying and it's like, ah. But at the end, it says that Moses is told, make a poisonous serpent and set it on a pole, and everyone who is bitten shall look on it and live. So Moses made a serpent of bronze and put it on a pole. And whenever the serpent bit someone, that person would look at the serpent of bronze and live. I think there's so much in that, because if we don't bring our fears and the things that we struggle with to the light, well, then they just keep biting us. And even if we pretend I don't notice, it's still working at you on the inside. And so I think there's so much to be learned at that, to actually look at those things that are difficult and that are hard and that scare us, and to be able to look upon them and then do what Jesus does in this reading. Jesus says that he does nothing on his own in this gospel. And my dog's now biting my foot, so I might get distracted, but I'm going to keep going. Now she's biting my hand. This is Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Anyway, Jesus says that he does nothing on his own, but is in connection with God the Father. I'll say God the Mother, or higher power, or whatever you want to say. I'm a part of Al-Anon with recovery language. And the thing is that if we're willing to admit, yeah, these are the things I struggle with, and we're willing to sit and look at that serpent and to know that we can trust that it is God who can help us to heal. We don't have to do all the things. We can't do all the things, and that's okay. And that's not how we're made. We're made with the ability to connect with the source of love that is always there. It's our willingness to be able to open up to that way of seeing and that way of being. Now, if this idea of sin, if sin is a symptom of forgetting that we are one with God and that we are one with love and that we are one with each other, then then despair sets in. Then you stay stuck. Then you feel that this emptiness. And the thing is that when we are able to believe, Jesus constantly says, believe, believe, believe. When we are able to believe that our truth is not in our separateness, our truth is in our oneness and in our connection. It's like things that we're going through now, how we are going to get through it isn't through our separateness or the illusions of our separateness. It's through our oneness and through our connection. So it's our ability to look at the things that are scaring us. Because I know if I'm pushing away something that I'm fearful of, I just become kind of an angry beast to everybody around me, which I think is a very common human thing. But if I can say, well, what is underneath it? What is it that is the actual fear? And to look at it and to see that I can look at it and I can sit there and I'll still be okay. I can feel those feelings and I'll be okay, especially because I know I am being held and I am being sustained through all of these things, through love, through grace, through God. And even, man, if Jesus also needed to be like, hey, man, I don't do this on my own. I'm connected to my higher power. I'm connected to God. That's how I do this, man. Well, then, yeah, I definitely need that too. And so may you know that it's okay to look at those things that scare you, and it's okay to know that you can be willing to trust and to know that you are being held through all of it, and that it is our oneness and connection that will lead us forward to healing. I hope you enjoyed this morning of coffee talk of I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway. Grace and peace, friends.